What is up, Fin fans? Went live a little early because I was able to be a little early. What's up, guys? Got a bunch of you guys in here already. Got John, Shane, Mitchell, Christopher, Tracy, one of my members, Kashawn, Duke, William, JL Sports Talk, and Drip ENT. What is up, everybody? What's up, David? How you doing, bud? So we're just gonna hang out for an hour. You guys can ask me whatever you want. Talk Miami Dolphins football. Be sure to hit that like button on your way in. Greatly appreciate it. And let's get this Mamma Jamma going. $21 in you here, 27 likes. Killing it, everybody. What's up, JL? How you doing? Let me know you guys can hear me. Make sure the audio sounds good. If it doesn't sound good, I'll tweak it a little bit. Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Let me know. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, bud? What's up, Doug? Question coming in already from Jacob Hines. He says, question, do you think Preston Williams is on the hot seat for being a wide receiver for us? Kind of. He needs to stay healthy. He absolutely needs to stay healthy. If he doesn't stay healthy, then he's probably not going to make the team, or he won't be on the team next year. So he desperately needs to stay healthy to do anything for this team. So yeah, kind of on the hot seat, especially with the amount of depth the Miami Dolphins have at wide receiver right now. 100% needs to stay healthy. I wonder if you could hear that. It's a Coke. I have a headache. Fun fact, if you have a headache and you drink a Coke, it helps because of the caffeine. And I have a headache. But I was not going to do a live stream. You guys wanted one. I'm going to do one. Why does everyone seem okay with letting Mike Gesicki walk? Drafted a superstar receiving tight end, and we're ready to say bye because we drafted Hunter Long. Yeah. And a lot of people, and I think it's because of the type of tight end he is and the amount of money he is going to demand in the open market, or even if we franchise tag him. You think of like Travis Kelce, you think of Waller. You think of these types of tight ends, and they're good blockers as well as really good threats in the receiving game. Gesicki tends to lean towards more of a one. We'll see how he does this year, but again, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm going to keep Gesicki. You have to sign the contract before the season starts. Willie says the Duper story. I'm going to try to get that in there, Willie, for my brain shutting off. Miami Dolphins Mythbusters. Which comment got deleted, Willie? Was it this one? If it has anything to do with drugs in it, Willie, which I think it does, that's probably why it got deleted. But I got it. I have it written down. I have all the Miami Dolphins Mythbusters written down. Why would the Dolphins trade our best player when we are somewhat entering win now mode? If Xavier wants more money, give it to him. He deserves it. He's heavily influenced every game he started last year. Because he just signed a new contract and there's the fear of him getting hurt again. He played 2 full seasons. Even the year where he had 7 interceptions, he didn't play the full season, right? This is the first time he played a full season and was really, really good. That is the fear, right? Okay, you had a fantastic year. You are guaranteed money this year. Next year is when the Dolphins have the out. Play out. Play again. Show us you could stay healthy for a full year. This is what I'm assuming the Dolphins are thinking for Xavier Howard. Play this full year out. Show us you're worth the extension, because you're getting what, 3rd, 4th ranked corner money right now, and do all that, and then get that sucker going. There you go. Miami football talk. Done deal. That's what I think is going on right now with X. I think the Dolphins want to give him more money. But yeah. J Boy says, "What is a mod? A mod is someone I heavily depend on, to help me when I'm doing live streams, when I'm doing games, when I'm doing all that stuff. Because sometimes the chat goes really, really quick, and some people will post inappropriate things. Some people will post, um, you know, links or anything. And what my mods do is they keep it clean. They keep it clean. They keep all the spam out. They're my secondhand guys, and they help me drastically. So that's what a mod does. If you want to become a mod, you can become a mod either from me recognizing you've been rocking with the channel forever, becoming a member, or becoming a patron. Julio, let me get to your $2 donation, which I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate. Do you think we really need X-Dog tattoo blog? Tattoo vlog. You want me to do a vlog about my tattoos? I'll do that. Kind of. The combination of Xavier and Howard with Byron Jones is top 2. There could be a debate for who's 1 and who's 2 with them in Baltimore, but for me, top 2. Ian Baller with $2 donation. Pick one Dolphin player you most want to interview. Dan Marino. I would love to sit down. Now, right now, I'd love to get Tua on the channel. I'd absolutely love to get Tua on the channel, but I don't think that's possible. But yeah. But to the new mod, Miami football talk, don't time out anybody unless I give you the thumbs up. Don't ban. And if anyone's talking about like the Dolphins suck and they're from another team, don't delete those messages just because, just keep it clean. That's all I ask of you, but I trust you guys. Irving with the 150 super sticker. He's sending me hearts. Irving, I appreciate that, bud. Jacob with another one. Do you think it's the right thing to say that now that Fitz is gone, we should not see the backup Brissett come in this year over Tua other than injury? We have to let him play out through every game. 100%. If Tua gets benched for any game, if Tua gets benched and they put Brissett in and Tua is not injured, that is a huge, huge problem. Huge problem. And Tua is not the guy. Now, Tua is not the guy. That doesn't mean that he can't be the guy for another team or he's not the guy. But in Brian Flores' eyes, if Tua gets benched, regardless of what the reason is, besides injury, if Tua gets benched, it's a bad sign. It's an absolute bad sign. But do I think it's going to happen? No. I think Tua is going to play the whole entire season, and the only way he doesn't play the season and you see Jacoby Brissett is injury. I do not see it happening. I think this is Tua's team, and I think Brian Flores is going to let the kid go out there and play. Exactly, Ronnie. Ronnie says, I'm done with Tua if that does happen. And I don't think it will happen. I think the only way he doesn't see the field is if he gets injured. Some people think that Brissett's going to win the starting position. No. Tua's winning that sucker. Ian Baller with another $2 donation. Noah going to have to step up if no X will be fine. Yeah. Noah's going to have to step up tremendously if X gets traded. How do I feel about Chick-fil-A? Now, is there some underlining question to this? Did something happen with Chick-fil-A? And are you asking, it's like you set me up? Because Chick-fil-A is delicious. So if you're asking me about the food, I think it's delicious. I hate that they're closed on Sunday. I understand why they're closed on Sunday. I respect why they're closed on Sunday. But if you're asking me about just the food, I think Chick-fil-A is delicious. Yeah. Love Chick-fil-A. I love their sauce. The Chick-fil-A sauce, it's the best. Absolutely best. It's Noah's second year. Doesn't it take longer for corners to develop? Yeah. Corner is probably one of, I'm not saying it is the top, but it's one of the hardest positions to transition from. It's a little easier in the aspect that the receivers need to get 2 feet down, but in college you have, PI isn't ball placement. It is 15 yards, and there's a lot of things they got to go with. How about the Mets win today, Doug? What a comeback. Still, we need to take care of the Pirates. Yeah, I think out of the series before and after the All-Star game, I think the Dolphins, the Mets are 3-3 in that series. So, yeah, I agree 100%. Does it matter if we trade X? Like, I still think Brian Flores is going to find a way to make this defense still look more deadly than the Patriots. Yeah, he'll find a way. He'll add his guys and he'll do his thing. So, yeah, it'll work that way. The Raging Dolphin Addict said, DDW, when are having Big O on the show? I'm trying my best. We're in talks. That's all I can tell you right now. We're in talks. Pete with the $5 donation. Thanks, Pete. Is Tua in a must-prove something training camp, or is it okay to just throw interceptions because it's practice? I said this in a previous video where if he has a bad day, it's fine for a quarterback to have a bad day. I don't want the bad days to chain together, if that makes sense. You know, I expect him to have a good day, have a normal day, have, whatever, and then throw in a bad day every once in a blue. I expect a bad day because that's what training camp is for. That's what, OTAs and minicamp are for. He looks open, and I think I could fit it in there. Let me try. Oh, interception. All right, well, I threw it too late. Next time I see that separation, next time I see that corner or the safety over the top, I know now to throw it maybe a yard or two earlier. This is the time where you do those things. Oh, okay, let me drop back. Too much air under that ball. Next time, not so much. This is when you do that stuff. But when it comes to how many times, it shouldn't be frequent, because then all of a sudden you're worrying. But there's been times where, so-and-so is struggling at camp and he comes out and has an MVP season. So, but yeah, no, Pete, he's in his season, and it sucks for a second-year quarterback who played 9 games. I don't count the Jets game. Played 9 games. That he's in a prove it when, all or nothing season. His second year after 9 games. But everyone's putting all that stuff on him. What's up, Will? How you doing, bud? Doug, he was told to throw it into coverage that day. Exactly. He was told to force the balls. He was told they were practicing something. So it is what it is. Is Tua not throwing against X hurting the team? No, because X is fantastic. X will get the ball, but Byron on the other side is really trying to shut things down. So it's a tighter window over there too. If we end up trading X, my dream trade, X for Najee, I feel like that's a lot of people's dream trades. If we're going off of that, send him to Denver. Send us ETN. Not ETN. Williams, Javonte Williams. How about that? Hey Doug, how you doing, man? So glad you do these lives. Thanks, Big Papa. I tried to do them lives on Sundays. I'm working on some things. Let me show you some things I'm working on behind the scenes, right? So when I do the games, so I'm going to be live streaming the games, the ones that I can't go to, right? The ones I'm going to, I'm obviously not going to live stream. I'm actually going to vlog style record the games I go to. So when I go to the Jets game and when I go to Miami, I bought myself one of these Mama Jams, and I'm going to be vlogging the experience. So I'm not going to be live streaming. I'll do my pre-record my preview videos and stuff, but I'm going to be vlogging. So when I meet you guys, you'll be in the vlogs, saying, hey, what's up with you guys and all that stuff. So I'll have that stuff. When I'm live streaming on here, I'm working on doing stuff like this. So essentially what this is if you guys remember, I used to have the dry erase board and I had the choke that it cost me thousands of dollars and whatever. Well, now I'm doing this. So I'm going to have the score here and then the quarter here. So it's going to be here. And then I can go in, What I could do is go in and hide it. Then I could edit it and update the score that it is now. All of a sudden, you can be like, boom, whoa, Dolphins are up 21-0 in the first quarter. So I'll be doing stuff like this where I can now update the score and the score can be here. So when people come into the live stream for the games, I'll have the score here that the Dolphins are up 21-0 in the first quarter, completely beating the crap out of the Patriots. So but I have stuff. I'm working on stuff, really cool stuff for the channel. And it's thanks to you guys. You guys severely, help me out more than you'll ever know. So I appreciate that. Come on. Doug, I'd keep that for when we play the Pats. I know, right? I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it there. How do you watch your games? I'm trying my best to get the Sunday ticket. I'm trying to get that set up. I can get a dish here, but I'm trying to see if I can get it online and just pay for it that way. That's how I'm doing that. I think having this wide receiver core will help the O-line. Do you think the same? P.S. I'm going to the Miami Atlanta game. I noticed a lot of you guys are going to the Miami Atlanta game. Todd's even asking, what game am I going to? Oh, I'm definitely going to be at the Jets game, the Dolphins at Jets and the MetLife takeover. I'll definitely be there. And me and my dad haven't decided yet, but we're leaning towards the Thursday night game against the Ravens. So we'd probably be flying in Thursday, go to the game, then maybe do a meet and greet or something Friday, and then leave Saturday morning or Friday night. I don't know. That's if I go to that one. If I'm not going to that one, I'm going to the Houston Texans one the week before. And then when I do a Sunday, if I were to go a Sunday game, I'd fly in Saturday, probably do a meet and greet that Saturday, go to the game Sunday, and then I fly home on Monday. Jonathan Jenkins with a $5 donation. Are you going to come down to training camp or any games this year? I'd like to meet you. Well, games, yes. Training camp, unfortunately, the baby's still too young. And I don't, I'm trying to help out with the baby. So no training camp this year, but I will definitely be trying to go to a game, either the Ravens game or the Texans game. Do you wear pants during your video/live streams? Do you guys want to see if I'm wearing pants? Do you want me to get up and show you if I'm wearing pants? Do you want to see if I'm wearing pants or not? I'll get up. You want me to talk to the show? All right. If I'm not wearing pants, I might get a strike on my channel. Yeah, I'm wearing pants. I wear shorts all the time. Winter, whenever. I'm always wearing shorts. Always wearing shorts. I get hot. I'm a big man, so I get hot very easily. Happy Sunday to you, Dakota. I said you better be. No, I don't. Yeah, well, then I guess the answer is no. I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. Jets game, you paying more attention to the Dolphins than your own team. Wait, what happened? You having a discussion with somebody else? Oh. Careful, Doug. Some things can't be unseen. Do you have to pay to go to practice? Where was that question? I think so, but I think some of the practices are already sold out. So you got to hurry up. I know the Dolphins tweeted it out, and I retweeted it. So go follow me on Twitter. But yeah, it's almost sold out. What's up, Pablo from Nicaragua? Going to my first Finns home game, Colts. Anything I should know about the stadium? If you're going to the Dolphins stadium, get cardboard JoJo. Where your seats? Do you already know where your seats are? And are they on the home side or the away side? Because I will say this. If you're on the away side, bring a lot of sunblock. Bring a lot of sunblock. For the Buffalo Bills game against the Dolphins at home, when Jay Jahi, went off and had, crazy amount of yardage, I was sitting on the away side. It was so hot. So, all right, you're good then. If you're on the home side, you're good, because at 1 o'clock, where the sun is, you're completely in the shade. So there you go. Jazza 803 with the $5 donation. I think that's $5. Record prediction for this year, I think we'll go 12-5. I don't have a definite record prediction. Like, I don't have this is what I'm predicting before the Thursday before the season starts is when I'm predicting it. But I could see 11, 12 wins. I noticed that I'm looking real choppy. It's probably StreamYard asking me to upgrade my membership. Don't sit front row in Miami. Have to watch the screens if you are. Seats are too low. Yeah. When I go to, because I'm trying to, when I get my Jets tickets, I am about 30 rows back. I'm going to try to get 40, 50 yard line, get really good seats there. Doug, what side are you going to be on for the Jets game at New York? I'm going to be on the away side. I'm going to try to be sitting behind the Dolphins bench. I'm getting my tickets soon, so I'll let you guys know what section I'm sitting in. Let me pull up. Let me look up real quick. I'll tell you what sections I'm shooting for getting for the Jets game. So if any of you guys are in that area, I know I met one of you guys at the Giants game. I was at the Giants game with my dad, and one of you guys walked by and you said, "What's up?" Geez, that's what those are. See, the prices go up and down, so sometimes I wait. But like section 142 or section, yeah, I'm thinking section 142. These tickets aren't that bad priced. Section 142, around there, around that area is probably where I'm going to try to sit. If I'm going to the game, I don't want to sit so far up that it's just, I'd have a better experience watching it on TV. So that's always my motto. That was a good question from Brandon. Hey, Doug, do you think we will struggle when do you think we'll struggle the most during our games? In what aspect? Like what part of the game? I don't know yet. I have to see how they play. But yeah, I don't know yet. I have tickets to the Bucs game, D-Dub says. That's going to be a good game. A lot of people think that the Dolphins are going to get completely destroyed in that game. I don't. The games where the Dolphins are projected to lose, like the Chiefs game, I wouldn't have been surprised if they won that game. Those types of games where they're like, oh, Dolphins going to lose. They're going to go and get completely beat. They play really well. It's the games that worry me where the Dolphins are going up against a winless team. Like the first Jets game, I was terrified of last year because I was like, we're going to fucking lose this game. I just cursed. I just cursed. That slipped out. Cover your ears. If you're under 18, cover your ears. Don't listen. It's hard. I've been doing this for 3 years. I used to curse at the beginning of the channel. I don't curse for the past 2 years. Sometimes it slips out. Sometimes it slips out. But yeah, those are the games that scare me the worst. Yeah, Mark, like the Broncos game. Should have won that. Barry said, do it again. Nah, I'm good. Baby, it's oh man. That's not a flow. Send it in. Oh man. Oh man. This is why I love going live. You guys make me laugh. Irving with the $2 donation. How many wide receivers we keep and who we cut or who's making it? I think we'll keep 6. I think it'll be Preston Williams, Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Foster, and Wilson. Bowden, maybe, I don't know. It's hard. There's some good receivers we have. It's really hard. Carlos with the $5 donation. Can the Dolphins push for the #1 spot in the AFC East? Patriots made a good move this offseason, and you know what the Bills can do. It's going to be a tight competition. Let me see. Did the Patriots add a wide receiver, or did they just add tight ends? Let me look this up. They add a wide receiver? Maybe you guys can help me before I look this up. I don't think they added a wide receiver. Added Nelson Aguilar? That's not really saying much. Not trying to be that guy, but that's not really saying anymore. That's not saying much. They added Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne. Again, I'm not trying not to be that guy, but I don't really worry. Like, let me look at their wide receiver core, because their tight ends are good, right? Let's do this. We're scouting week 1, boys. Scouting week 1. New England Patriots. Here we go. Scouting week 1. Oh, look at this. Keem Spence, Devon Gotchow. Not worried about them. They have 3 kickers on their team? Why do the Patriots have 3 kickers on their team? The heck is Seth? Am I losing it? Can anyone help me with Saf? Now I feel like I'm dumb. Saf? Like they're gonna rob a bank. They got a lot of tight ends. But wide receiver, they got I'm trying to find one. Matthew Slater. Julian Edelman is not on the team anymore. That's what I thought. But they got their safety here. Maybe it is a different type of safety. What's that? The Patriots thing is all. Julian Edelman's not on the team anymore. So Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne, Marvin Hall. Seems like they were their free agent signings. Devin Smith. You guys, honestly, like, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm really not trying to be that guy, but are you really worried about the New England Patriots wide receiving core? I'm not. Just like I wasn't worried about Cam Newton, and I got a lot of crap for that. I remember when Cam Newton signed with the Patriots, I came out and made a video talking about it doesn't faze me. I got so much crap. How doesn't it faze you? Cam Newton's so good. Guess I was right. Brendan Curran with the $2 donation. If any Dolphin player would win an award, who is it? I think it could be a toss-up. I think Waddle could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think Phillips could win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think if Agba goes on another streak like he did and puts together more sacks, I think he could win Defensive Player of the Year. That's it. Maybe Flores getting Coach of the Year. That's all I got. Danny Rodriguez with a $5 donation. I'm sitting at section 142, row 27 at the Dolphins-Jets game. Visitor side, I'll pay for half your ticket. Let me know. I might be sitting right with you, because the ticket I'm looking at right now is 142, row 26. And 2 tickets for me and my dad. Row 26. I don't know what seats they are, though. I might be sitting right in front of you, Danny. Me and you celebrating the Dolphins beating the crap out of the Jets together. Do you think we are going to trade Isaiah Ford and someone else for a center, maybe from the Saints? Might be the other way around. Dolphins might be trading some lower tier wide receiver for something. Because what you don't realize. Let's see if you guys picked that one up. Who picked that one up? This is what happens when I live stream on a Sunday night with a headache. I drink soda and I act goofy. So what the Dolphins did here is we bring in Isaiah Ford, we waive safety Brian Cole, and we waive center Tyler Gauthier, I think his name is. We opened up a roster spot by getting rid of 2 players and only bringing in 1. Who did we open up that roster spot for? That's what I want to know. We bring in Isaiah Ford, we get rid of 2 players. Who did we open that roster spot up for? That's what I want to know. I've been waiting basically 4 to 6 years to see Mima. Melvin Ingram, Malik Hooker, please. That's what I'm saying, Nick. Kareem Hunt and a trade with the Browns. Hey, Doug, you're starting 11 on offense and defense. I'll do a video. I'll do my prediction, Julio. I'll do a specific video. I'll write it down. I'm going to do a prediction before the final cut on... When is the final cut? On August 31st, I'll do a prediction of my final roster. Do you think the Dolphins, or the last preseason game, I'll do it. Do you think the Dolphins should be worried about how, geese goose. Do you think the Dolphins should be worried about how early they are playing the Bills based on last season, since we didn't, drinking soda and live streaming is the worst thing ever when you're trying to hold in your burps. Based on last season, since we didn't do so well against them. Fun fact, I think the first time we played the Bills, we almost beat them. I may be wrong, but I think we almost beat them the first time we played them. Just type either comment of the day or hashtag comment of the day in the front of it. Keep it short and sweet. Like if you send me like a full-fledged paragraph, I'm not going to have time to read it all. Keep it short and sweet. It doesn't have to be a question. I noticed that a lot of comments of the day are questions. They don't have to be questions. But yeah, keep it short and sweet and say comment of the day in front of it. And I will pick out a good one. I wanted to talk about the Bills game real quick, because what people underestimate about this Bills game is we lost by 3 points. And the only reason, let me see some stats. Josh Allen had a day. It didn't help that Byron Jones got injured 2 snaps into the game. They didn't really rush on us. Devin Singletary, 56 yards, but Stephon Diggs just beat up on Noah Igbenogany. But other than that, X did his thing and kind of shut down the other people. You look at the Dolphins. Ryan Fitzpatrick had a good day, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. Myles Gaskin, same type of rushing. Mike Gesicki had a day, 130 receiving yards. But if you notice that the wide receivers, look who was second. Who was second in receiving yards? That's why they brought him back. But no one else really had a day at wide receiver. So even a lot of people want to talk, and I'm going to go back to this real quick. A lot of people want to talk about the wide receivers didn't play well for Tua. The wide receivers didn't play well in general. This is week 2. Devontae Parker, 53 yards, 5 catches. It was Gesicki all day. And then defense, Kyle Van Noy, forced fumble. Breida fumbles it. Not many sacks. And this is what was worrisome for me. Ogba and Ginkle had once they split a sack. Other than that, we couldn't get pressure on Josh Allen. Sanders, clutch, 2 for 2. And we almost beat them. So I'm not worried about the Buffalo Bills game. Almost beat them, lost by 3. There's a lot of dropped interceptions too on the Dolphins defense that could have made that game go a completely different way. Completely different way. Doug, how many times do you think Isaiah Ford will sign and become another 2 times this year? Another 2 times. Do the Bills have a legit offensive line? It's a combination. Because it's really a combination, because you look at how Josh Allen plays. He'll get out of the pocket and he'll move around. So you block your guys and then he's gone. He's rolling out to the left, rolling out to the right, constantly moving. So the offensive line just needs to do what they're going to do for a little bit. Never understood the power of Saints to sabotage themselves. Remember, Brooks as quarterback. We'll see how they do with either Taysom Hill, or Jameis Winston. It's going to be interesting. Get rid of X or give him a new contract. I would work with him. I would sit him down, see what the problem is, see how we can rectify it, if the Dolphins can rectify it, and work with them and go from there. If you can't, you can't. Supposedly, I'm hearing like from one. I'm hearing so many things from inside sources, from outside sources, from all these people. I'm hearing that it's not a money situation, right? He wants to get paid more money. He wants to be respected more. But I'm also hearing he doesn't like the fact that it's been this long and they haven't even tried to sit down and talk with him. So if I'm the Dolphins, right, I look tired. I have a baby. I bring him in. Or, when camp starts, be here. Let's sit down. Let's talk. What is the problem? You want more guaranteed money? We'll give you more guaranteed money. We're not going to give you more money, but we'll make more of your contract guaranteed. I'll pull it up. Pull up his contract. You could say Bleezy. You could say the same thing for Aaron Rodgers, though, if you think that about Xavier Howard, because Aaron Rodgers didn't like how certain things were going down. He's doing what he's doing for that exact reason. Do you think Waddle will have 1,000 yards or any other player for us? Yeah, I think Will Fuller will. What is the official training camp starts and when? And we know he's holding out. It starts on the 27th. That's when it starts, and then you guys are first day. You guys can show up is the 31st. Rodgers is a legend. X is not. Yeah, but one just had a 10 interception year. One is an MVP. One just got an MVP. Dougie, what day is your chat with Big O? Will you be doing a weekly segment with him because your knowledge is needed? Thank you for that. I'm talking to him. That's all I could say. We're going to try to get just a chat, get him on the channel. So that's all I could say. It's not like I don't have a specific date or anything. He's busy and I'm trying to make my schedule work for him. It's a lot. I'm trying to get a lot of things going on in this channel. But to look at Xavier Howard's contract, right? This year. He's getting around $13 million this year, and they can't cut him because then it's a $16 million cap hit, right? So he's getting about $13 million. Then after this year, they can cut him, and they only have to pay him $2.8 million. So out of the rest of his $39.35 whatever $1 million, the Dolphins can cut him and they only have to pay him $2.8 million. So essentially the Dolphins can cut him and save $37 million. As a player, imagine you sign the contract and then all of a sudden you're leaving money, right? They cut you and you're not getting your 37 million that you signed the contract for. Because I hear a lot of people saying, well, you signed the contract, play the contract you signed, right? First off, his new agent didn't negotiate that contract. So that's where he's coming from, where he's like, I want a new contract. But I hear that, right? You signed the contract. I don't care that you outperformed it. Play what you signed. But we all know for 100% proof that if he underperformed last year and the Dolphins came to him and asked him to take a pay cut, no one would be saying anything. Everyone would be saying, well, yeah, he underperformed. You should take a pay cut. You didn't perform to your contract. You should take a pay cut. But they signed the contract. Why doesn't the owners and the team, stick to the contract they signed? See what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. You yell at the players to stick to the contract that they sign, but we never yell at the owners to stick to the contract they sign when they cut people for underperforming. It's a double-edged sword. But essentially, he probably doesn't like the fact that he, for the last 3 years of his contract, has no security. He could be cut and not get any of his money. But I don't know. I don't know anything. This is me just telling you what I know. Everyone on both sides should stick to the contract. Exactly, Sith Lord. Exactly. They don't. Players don't. Players outperform. They think they deserve more. And it's an ego thing where they look at the other guys making more than them and I play better than them. Why should I be making more than them? And then on the flip, they're like, well, why are we going to pay you for not doing what we asked you to? AKA Kyle Van Noy. Doug, look up the last time Buffalo swept us. Has to be a long time ago. Last year was an anomaly. Let me see. Let's see. Do I think Hunter Long will be a surprise this season? Kind of. Depends on your my brain's shutting off. I'm trying to look up something that one of you guys asked me to and then talk at the same time. Talk and chew gum. I can't do it. Or walk and chew gum or live my life. I can't do it. I forgot what the question was asked. Oh, do I think Hunter Long will be a surprise? I don't know. I don't think so. It depends on your, what you think Hunter Long is going to come in and do. Do you expect Hunter Long to do X, Y, and Z, these stats up here? Then I don't like coming into the season and having such high hopes and high expectations for certain players and stuff, especially rookies. People underestimate how hard it is for a rookie to come in and do all that stuff. So I don't think he'll surprise me. I think he'll do well. I think he'll overtake some of the tight ends in front of him. That's what I think. All right. Last time the Bills swept us. Let's see. So this year, they swept us this year. Last year, they swept us. They swept us in 2019. Where's that question? They swept us the past 2 years. What are you talking? Where's the question? 2019, they swept us. I can go back and find the question. Is it an anomaly? No, it's not an anomaly. It swept us last year. The year before they didn't sweep us. The Dolphins, 2018, the Dolphins won at home in December. And then every time before that, the Dolphins have won at least one of the games. No, they also swept us in 2017. It's not an anomaly. No, it's not an anomaly. Thank you for the super chat sticker, Chris. I appreciate that, bud. And the $5 donation. Yeah, here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. No, it's not an anomaly. Swept us here. Swept us here. Didn't sweep us here. We won this one. Swept us here. And then in 2016, we swept them. Dolphins swept them in 2016. And then in 2015, the Bills swept us again. Yeah, they've swept us since 2012. They have swept us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Why would you make me look that up? That is so depressing. It's so depressing. Why would you ask me to look that up? We're gonna beat the crap out of them this year just for that simple fact. Asking me to look that up. What is wrong with you? 325 of you guys in this building. I only got 165 likes. Be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know you like the live stream. Doug, where do you think Howard will land? I'm hoping with the Dolphins. I'm hoping he stays with the Dolphins. If I had to pick, probably the Saints. Even though the Saints have no cap space. No cap space at all. Let me see. All right, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So this is the cap space. The most is the Jets. They have 35 million in cap space. The Dolphins are sitting at 25th. We only have 5.5 million in cap space. As all the Dolphins have in cap space right now. Ugh. The Saints come marching in. Where are the Saints? Saints have more money than the Dolphins. Oh, geez. Here they are. Saints have 12.2 million. They have more than the Dolphins. Maybe they do make the trade. If Saints send us Kamara, they can clear some cap space. Let's see. Let's do some trading, boys. So Alvin Kamara, where art thou? Here you are. We're going to trade him to the Miami Dolphins for Xavier and Howard. Proposed trade. Look at that. Look at that. And why is that? Because Alvin Kamara this year, I think, was only getting about 5 million. So that trade would put the Saints at negative 21 million in cap space. Let me reset it and I'll show you why. Alvin Kamara is only getting 5 million this year. So if they did make that trade, it would severely hurt the Saints. Severely hurt the Saints. Yeah. Cap hit 5 million. Dead cap 29.5 million. Well, that's just for now. 5 million for Kamara is a steal. That's just for now. Because if you look at Alvin Kamara, right? His cap hits 5 million. So you're like, that's a steal. Then next year it's $14.4 million for the next 2 years is his cap hit in with the Saints. And then after they can cut him without any big you know what I'm trying to say. Tired, leave me alone. So yeah, he's making $5 million this year, and that seems like a steal. But then all of a sudden, that sucker shoots up $14 million. Ay, caramba. What's up, Ron? How you doing, bud? Yeah, it seems like a steal. And then remember it like yesterday. Oh, well, I've seen all of Marino's games. Oh, he would help us a lot, but now to Marino. What do you mean? What Dolphin player will be the biggest surprise for this year, and who will be the sleeper? I think Tua is going to be the biggest surprise. I know that's very cliche, but I think Tua is going to come out and surprise a lot of people. A lot of people, and it sucks that a lot of those people are in the fan base. There's a lot of the fan base that doesn't think he's going to do anything this year, and some of them kind of hope he doesn't to fit their agenda. But I think he's going to come out. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I think he's going to do really well. And if not, then we're going to move on from him. That's all I'm saying. Dolphins don't play around anymore with that. They do not play around. They don't wait. Prediction for Tua? Did you see that one prediction that has him thrown over 3,500 yards? I'd like that. We aren't going to keep Isaiah Ford. Maybe trade for a center or a left tackle or someone really good to protect Tua's blind side. Well, that's what Eichenberg's for. Eichenberg got brought in to block his blind side. The kid gave up no sacks in 2 years. 2 years, the kid gave up no sacks. I'm pulling up his EFF. We'll check out Liam Eichenberg. I know I probably say his name wrong. Look at this. Look at this. Right? Pros. Outstanding at establishing leverage with hands quick to reset to low positioning. Scheme independent, could do whatever asked in varied Notre Dame rushing attacks. Textbook pass sets in NFL-esque dropbacks, passing heavy offense. Barely tipping scale at 300 pounds, but play strength was never an issue. Well proportioned. And if we're talking about his positives, we need to talk about his negatives. Lengths gave him fits, needs to do better getting defenders off his pads. Don't want to be grabbed as an offensive lineman. Utilizes two-hand punch, kiss of death in the NFL, has to use hands independently. So he does a lot of this. I'm going to put my hands up. He does a lot of this. You want to move your guy. You want to move him away regardless. You don't want to be doing this because then you get a double swim move and you get your hands knocked down, you screwed. If you do one at a time, because you notice that they kind of, it's like pistons, they kind of push them. You want to do that because then you get one hand smacked, you can get your other up and do what you need to do. But if you're doing doubles, that ain't good. Too often puts all he has into his punch. When it doesn't land, he's completely off balance. That's not good either. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go too far. Average athlete, not going to wow with his movement. Hopefully that changes. Tua disappointed many and played like a backup. I disagree, Pete. I disagree. I don't think he disappointed too many. I think some fans came in with such a high expectation for Tua, not realizing all the things he's gone through and was going through. I think he played well. People think he had a horrible year. He did not have a horrible year. Did he have an elite Justin Herbert type year? No. He didn't have a bad year. Too high expectations. What's up, Vic? How you doing, brother? Just get home from work? Would you pay $100 for a McDonald's cheeseburger? No. I would not pay $100 for a McDonald's cheeseburger. X to Philly for running back Miles Sanders and a second rounder. Nah. I don't know if I. No. If we're going, let me see who the Eagles have. If we're gonna trade with the Eagles, I don't know if I would take if I take him. Some people have the Dolphins trading for Zach Ertz, sending X to the Eagles for Zach Ertz. That would make no sense whatsoever. We don't need another tight end. We got rid of Fitz because he started 0-2 versus Patriots and Bills. Honestly, we will know early. Just so you know, Tua is undefeated against Bill Belichick. I'm doing good, Vic. Yes, I think next Sunday, the 25th, which is going to be the training camp preview live stream, I will have some of you guys on, especially my patrons, my MVP patrons I'm going to have on. So next Sunday, for the training camp live stream preview, I will have you guys on. Zach Ertz went to Bills or Patriots. No, Zach Ertz is still on the Eagles. T.Y. Jenkins with the $5 donation. Do you think Jalen Phillips can be a top 10 in sacks this year? I'm not sure why, but I have a feeling the kid is going to be special. I do. If you look at thank you for the donation, if I didn't say that. Get away from the mic so I don't cough in your faces. If you look at the sack leaders, top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'd have to get about 10 sacks, 10 and a half sacks to be top 10 in the NFL. Leonard Floyd was the 10th in sacks with 10 and a half. So, yeah, I could see that happening. I think he could do really well, especially the scheme that the Dolphins are going to put him in. I think he could do really well. I'm excited. I'm very excited. It seems like the Dolphins are trying to combine his time at UCLA and his time in Miami and take all of the attributes and all of the stuff he's learned from two different defensive schemes and mash it into one player and leash him on the offense. Because he played outside linebacker-esque in UCLA. He dropped back a little bit in UCLA and all that stuff. So, they're really going towards that part. And then he showed some really good pass rushing skills. So I'm excited to see what he can do. They've been going on since before the draft. It's because our wide receiver depth is so deep that it's like, all right, well, who could we get something for? And it's always Devontae Parker. Going to be a rover. I think either Brandon Jones or Javon Holland's going to be the rover. I don't think it's going to be Jalen Phillips. Doug, this is probably the best depth we've had overall on next draft. If we still need to fill a spot, we could focus on running back and center. Yeah. Center still worries the crap out of me. It worries the crap out of me. Doug, did you see Omer say Tua got pocket presence? Tua has really good pocket presence. Really good pocket presence. He is the second in the NFL in evasion in the pocket, I think it was. Let me pull up the stat. I have it on my phone, so I'm just going to send it to the computer. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here it is. Yeah, he has very good pocket presence to it. show you what I'm talking about. It's blurry, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Highest pressure evaded rate to a second behind Josh Allen with 24.4%. Evade rate percent of dropback where the quarterback was under pressure during the play but avoided pressure at the time of throw. So essentially, this is the rate that, you know, he's got pressure on him and he's avoided it and give himself time to throw. Jeremy with the $20 donation. Thank you, bud. I greatly appreciate that. Pete. Facts don't lie, Pete. Facts don't lie. You gotta take your hatred blinders off. Sometimes, Pete, you gotta take your hatred blinders off. And you gotta rub the hate out of your eyes. And you gotta look. Sometimes facts smack you in the face. And they show you that, yeah, he struggled a little bit. But the kid did well in some aspects of his game last year. You got to give him some credit. I find that funny that people can't give people credit when it's due. Tua held the ball too long. I'll list the things that Tua did wrong. He held the ball too long. He didn't trust himself or his wide receivers. He had a hard time reading some defenses. Once they took the single high safety away, he had some hard time reading the defenses. And his ball placement was a little yucky. He has great accuracy, pocket presence. He, on the run, was making really good throws. He won us the game against the Patriots. He won us the game against the Cardinals. Like, you can point out the negatives, but also be able to recognize the good. And I noticed that there's certain people, and I'm not going to name them, who only want to talk about the negatives. And then when you start talking about the good, they're like, you're saying this? And then you're like, well, here's a fact. Well, he's still ugly. It's like, all right, well, I didn't know looks mattered in a quarterback. Yeah, you could talk about the negatives and you can also talk about the positives. The kid was good at evading pressure when it was in his face, and it was in his face a lot. Second best in the NFL, and he had a lot of pressure in his face because the rookies sometimes. Well, Austin Jackson struggled severely. This is the rookies that he had. Austin Jackson was ranked 75th out of 79 tackles in the NFL. Robert Hunt was ranked 51st out of 79 tackles in the NFL, and Solomon Kinley was ranked 70th out of 80 at guard. So I'm not going to look up the rest, but it wasn't great in front of him. He also had no run game. So a lot of the times there was games where, you know, he had to throw more than he probably should have for someone who just got thrusted into the starting position. Take away your run game, one-dimensional. You have to force throws. You have to throw the ball. Oh, you threw 3 interceptions. This is what the Bills game was to me. DJ, I will get to your comment in 1 second. I promise. Thank you for the $2 donation. This is what the Bills game was to me, right? Before the Bills game and looking at all of the stuff throughout the season with Tua, people wanted him to be more aggressive. People wanted him to throw the ball, force the ball down the field more, let it sling, let it go. I don't care if you throw interceptions. That shows you're being aggressive. I want Fitz in there. Fitz, yes, he throws interceptions, but that's because he's being aggressive. We need to be more aggressive. Okay, Tua's starting against Buffalo. Take the run game away. All right, cool. Why are we punting so much? Well, that's because we get into third and long and second and long situations because of the run game. Okay, well, that's Tua's fault. All right, fine and dandy. Offensive line sucks. You know, the linebacker, I should have played thousands of times. Free blitz up the middle, sacks Tua for 5-6 yard loss. That's Tua's fault. All right, fine and dandy. All of a sudden, he throws 3 interceptions. Oh my God, Tua sucks. But before the game, weren't you just saying you want him to be more aggressive? You want him to be like Fitzpatrick, who throws the ball. Yes, he causes interceptions, but he's being more aggressive. Didn't you want that? Yeah, but this was a playoff game. This was us to get in the playoffs. He can't do that. He sucks. That's what I saw with the Buffalo game. The Buffalo game was a team loss. Tua didn't play well. The offensive line didn't play well. There was no running game. And the defense gave up 28 points in 10 minutes. It was a team loss. But everyone likes to look at that Buffalo Bills game and say, Tua lost us that game. If Fitzpatrick was playing that game, they still would have lost the game. Because Fitzpatrick was playing the first game and they still lost the game. It's the truth. I know, like I said, I know certain people have this unwarranted hatred for the kid, but it doesn't matter who would have been at the helm of quarterback. The Dolphins would have lost. It just is what it is. The Bills were just the better team that day at home. They put their backups in, and then Dolphins couldn't do anything. The Dolphins defense couldn't stop them. Backups. Ty Jenkins, the $2 donation. What do you think if your kid marries a Jets fan? You better be a cool dude. You better be a cool dude. Or female. I don't know what my daughter will become. But don't come into my house wearing any of that stuff. Got to play better in the cold. Yeah. That the Buffalo Bills get 500 passing yards for Tua. That Bills game where we won it and clinched the playoff spot. That was such a good game. We had you on the edge of your seat. Edge of your seat. And then that run by Ajayi to set us up for that field goal. Oh, so good. I agree, Ron. Didn't help. Doug, Jessica says she likes your channel more than others because you're not spitting and yelling and she can listen without holding her hands over her ears. I'll tell her I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I move away from the mic when I cough. All right. I'm going to hang out for like another 15 minutes. And then I got to record tomorrow's video. So if you guys want to get in comment of the day, when I stop recording this video, get at me. Or in the poll that I put up to see if I'm going to go live. You want to be part of comment of the day? You can go over there. Do that thing too. Doug, what was Karras ranked last year? Reason why I asked is because he was into his lap a lot in key times of the game. All right. I'm telling you, if anyone wants to do this, right, and anyone wants to, be a YouTuber and live stream and all that stuff, do not drink soda while you're live streaming. The only reason I'm drinking soda is because I have a headache and it's helping with my headache. Other than that, I'd be drinking my water. But I'm drinking soda and it is making me burp. Player grades. Position center. All right. Here we go. You wanted to know Karras's rank last year. Where art thou, Ted Karras? Matt Skura. 2020 season. That's not good. 36 centers. David Andrews. Where's Karras? Wouldn't be surprised if he was higher. Oh, Ted Karras, 17. He was ranked 17th. Ted Karras was actually a lot better than people made him out to be. A lot of people thought he was worse than he actually was. That's why I wanted to upgrade at center, but I wouldn't mind bringing him in. But yeah, he was 17th. That's not bad. You know who he got replaced by? Matt Skura. That worries me. That right there worries me. No, it didn't. They should have, though, Chris. Them and Canadian Dry Ginger Ale. If I didn't have a headache and needed the caffeine, my go-to is always ginger ale. Helps my stomach. Shave weak legs. Nice. Glad. Yeah, check out JL Sports Talk. Glad somebody subscribed. Love your content. Doug, feel guilty if I don't watch. I appreciate that, Jared. I really do. Let's see where Jesse Davis was ranked. No, is Jesse Davis a tackle or a guard? I'm trying to find the highest ranked Dolphin. They ain't looking good. Solomon Kinley was 70. I think they had Jesse Davis ranked at tackle, because the only guard they have on here is Solomon Kinley. Yeah, I think they have him at tackle. I know he's a guard, but he plays all over the place. Number 1 tackle, Trent Williams. Who's our highest ranked tackle? Jermaine? There's no way you'll get me to say that last name. He hasn't even played it down for us, and he is the highest ranked tackle for us. That's horrible. I expect him to have a better year this year and have a bounce back year, but that ain't good. Jesse Davis, 57th. DJ Fluker, 55. Robert Hunt, 50. They're all on the bottom half. And you guys see why I'm worried about the offensive line? It still worries me. Who's our best player after X? Probably Byron. If I have to go off the top of my dome, probably Byron. I'd say X and Byron Jones are probably our best 1-2 punch. Ogbo would be third. Score will play well, guys. Relax. I hope so, Joseph. I hope so. Like I said, rather be surprised than let down. So I hope so. Well, we got to remember we brought in Liam Eichenberg, right? Eichenberg, however you say his name. We brought him in for that exact reason. You don't like Ogba either, Pete? Underestimate him. Let me see. Let's go to defensive edge defenders. Wow. This is surprising. PFF. Look who's the 12th ranked edge defender for PFF last year. Andrew Van Ginkel. All right. I like that. Look at that. I'm trying to see if Ogba's on here. Manuel Ogba's 48th. Give him an A. They have Andrew Van Ginkel. Look at those locks. Look at those golden locks. Got a good rating for him. Yeah, I pay for the PFF premium. That's why I get all these like stats and stuff. Eichenberg better be a rock or I'm going to be pissed. I think he will. He didn't give up any sacks in 2 years. I have a good thing about him. What would you suggest, Angry Homie? If not PFF, where else could I get good stats from? Doug, to 100% and stronger. He will have breakout this year. Revenge game against Kansas City and the championship game. From your lips to God's ears, please. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Week 2, Buffalo, we were first and goal at the 2 or 3 and couldn't cash in. We could have won that game. There was a lot of dropped interceptions. A lot of dropped interceptions in that game. Do you think Vince Beagle was kind of a one-year wonder, or do you think he'll have good production with pressures again? I wouldn't say he's a one-year wonder, especially that 1 year was 2019 when the team sucked. So I think he'll do really well. Like Ron said here. AVG, Beagle, and Phillips are going to make a world of a difference. What's your thoughts on week 1 against the Pats? Do their crazy offense signing worry you a little? Not really. I didn't really see a crazy offensive signing. They signed a bunch of tight ends. Other than that, no one else they really signed scared me, you know? Not being biased, could we make it to the Super Bowl? Anything. I can't say no, right? Anything could happen. There's been a ton. Look at the Giants. They squeaked into the playoffs in a wild card spot, heavily on their defense. They go and they win the Super Bowl, right? I think the Steelers did it 1 year. I'm trying to think of other teams. I think the Packers did it another year. I don't know if 2010 they won the Super Bowl, getting it on the wild card. Not saying it's impossible. There's a reason we got the my brain is showing the chances, that we did from Vegas. So no, I'm not gonna say no. Oh no, we're definitely not making we can't go to the Super Bowl. No, we're X, Y, and Z away, because like I said in Are We a Quarterback Away video, there are things that worry me, but the Dolphins did somewhat address those worries. So anything could happen any given Sunday. We can go on a tear. We can go on a tear at the right spot. Let me show you my wallpaper. This is my wallpaper. We can go a tear. I keep this as my wallpaper because there's a lot of times I need to know the schedule real quick. And it's right there for me. But this is my wallpaper. We can go to tear at the right time, right? After the bye, we're at a critical position where we need to, whatever. We win one game, we're in the playoffs, wild card, right? We go on a tear and we win 3 of 4 here. You decide what the one loss is, whatever. 3 or 4 here. We make it in as a wild card, and then we just start playing lights out after a late bye. A late bye gives us that energy to go on a tear in the playoffs. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Is it likely? No. But anything could happen. Anything could happen. Jazza with the $2 donation says, I have that wallpaper too. Always comes in handy. It's right there. I have my 2 monitors set up. You guys are on this one. It's right there. Can we make it to the playoffs? We are in the hardest division. There are teams worse than ours that will make the playoffs. I think we can make the playoffs. I really do think we can make the playoffs. After the Ravens, a mini bye. The Giants and the Panthers aren't anything to really scoff at. I'm not worried about the Jets yet. You notice I said yet. I'm not worried about the Jets yet. What game that you think we should win worries you the most? Let down at the Jags if we beat the Bucks? That's a good question. So what game I think we should win worries you the most? Jaguars, Texans. That game worries. Oh, I'm sorry. It's blocking it. The Texans game worries the crap out of me. We should win the Texans game. Games that we should win, and I'm not predicting a win, but that we should win. Jaguars, and if you're a Jaguars fan and I offend you, I apologize. Falcons, Texans, Jets, Giants, Panthers. Those are games we should win. Like, it just on paper, and what I mean by should win, on paper, it seems like the Dolphins have a little bit of an edge when it comes to the talent on their team. Should win. The Falcons having Matt Ryan and then bringing in Kyle Pitts, and then they lost Julio though, and their defense is still a little suspect. Dolphins should win that game. Jaguars going overseas. I forgot their quarterback's name. Trevor Lawrence. He's never played over in London. Still a rookie. Should win that game. Texans suck. Should win that game. Jets. Zach Wilson. What is he doing? Brian Flores is really good with messing with rookies. Ask Justin Herbert. That's not a dig at him. Literally, ask Justin Herbert. He had an absolute hard game against the Miami Dolphins. Should win that game. Sam Darnold's seeing ghost. I'm not worried about him and the Panthers. Giants, that's going to be an interesting game, so I wouldn't necessarily say should win. So the other games are going to be good competitive games. Doug, I think X is gone, which terrifies me. I think fan base has forgotten we don't have our first this year. We can't afford to not make the playoffs. But we have the 49ers first. So we still have a first. Just root hard against the 49ers. We'll see how that all pans out. There's a lot going on that I don't know. So it all depends. In my opinion, Fitz should have started the whole season. With that being said, Tua has a high ceiling. I agree, Todd. I always said that the best quarterback and whatever quarterback is ready will start. And I think that they threw Tua out there a little too soon. Doug, you should do a live fantasy draft. Maybe we'll do it next Sunday. 49ers win in the Super Bowl. That'll be our luck, right? I would absolutely. But then it depends on if we trade X and what we get for him. We can have another 2 draft picks again. Doug, as said last night on Larry's channel, you need a place to stay in Florida. You're welcome here, sir. Fin fan, welcome. Thank you so much, Vic. I greatly appreciate that, bud. What happened to Sam McGuavin, or however you spell his name? Is he going to make the team? Really liked him 2 seasons ago. Yeah, Sam McGuavin did really well in 2019. He came on and played really well. Kind of disappeared, fell back. I'm hoping he makes the team, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to see from our offense week 1? Surprise running game or good connection with Waddle? A win. Score more than 21 points. If you score more than 21 points, you can really help your defense out. Convert third downs. That's all I want. I want to win. I'm not expecting 500 yards passing and rushing. I'm not expecting, this big razzmatazz of an offense. I'm not expecting Tua to go out there, have 400-yard passing game, 3 touchdowns. Everyone's like, he's here. It's Tua, because it's just going to be an instant reaction. It's going to be too soon. It's one game. Just win the game, convert third downs, score 21 points. All I care about. And if it's a defense that has to win the game, that's fine and dandy. Just convert third downs, score 21 points, no turnovers. That is all I want. All right, guys, but I stayed on a lot longer than I thought I was going to. I wanted to only stay on for an hour. But you guys kill it with these questions. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be recording tomorrow's video, which is top storylines going into training camp. So that will be out tomorrow. If you are a patron or if you are a member, you will see it as soon as I'm done recording it. So probably around midnight. But be sure to hit that thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what, comment of the day. Do it here. So I'll pick it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the video. So tomorrow, Wednesday is another video, Friday is another video, and then next Sunday we'll do our live stream getting ready for training camp coming next Tuesday. But other than that, guys, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys, laughing, having a good time. I cursed for anyone who's coming at the end. I cursed in this live stream. Good luck finding it. Said the F word. I do apologize if it offended anybody. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.